Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly forex forecast. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button to get our weekly forex updates. This is GBPUSD. Now if you watched our previous forecast on GBPUSD, you all know that we focused at this up move and then we focused at this down wave here. This is what we talked about in our previous forecast. We then say that after we get this down move, we should be expecting this up move here, which is expected to break this previous high and this previous high. That is what we talked about, and as you can see, we got an up move, we got a down move, and now we're starting to get that up move all the way up to around this area. So if next week you are looking for to trade in this pair, you should wait to get something like a corrective structure here, or something like a pullback here. Then price may push up all to around this area here. That is what we're expecting on GBPUSD. Our bias is only up to around this area here. So after this movement is completed, we can be giving you an update on what's next on GBPUSD. But as of now, there's still a chance that from here, there's a higher chance that from here we can get a drop here like this, we can get a drop here like this, we can get a drop here like this. So that is what you should be expecting. After we get this movement complete, you should be expecting a drop here. Just as we focus at this up move, we focus at this down move, and we focus at this down move here, this up move here, we focus at this up move here, we should be expecting this down wave here after this movement is completed here on GBPUSD. That's all that we have here. Previously on EURUSD, we focused at an up move here. We say that we're expecting an up move here, then a down move here. Now you can see that we just got a slight up move here, just a small up move, then we got a down move just as forecasted here. So from here we then say that we'll be expecting an up move like this, breaking previous high and breaking previous high. That's what we stated on EURUSD. Now you can see that structure is just following our forecast here. We have the similar structure as we forecasted. So now we're expecting a slight corrective structure here, then an up move here to reach up to around this area, breaking previous high and breaking previous high. So if you're looking forward to trading this small up move here, you can wait for a corrective structure here, or you can wait for a pullback here, then look for a buy opportunity up to around this area. Now after we get this up move completion here, we can be looking forward for an opportunity to sell down. We can be looking for an opportunity to sell down all the way down to around this area, breaking all this previous lows, taking down all this previous lows. Now that's all that we have for EURUSD. This is USDJPY. Just as previously forecasted, we have been talking about a down wave here. We say that we're expecting a wave that is expected to end up to around this area here, and as you can see, we've already got this impulse here. Next, what we are looking for to getting here is just a correction here, then continuation down. That is what we're expecting on USDJPY. We're expecting a correction. It can be it can move like this, then we can get a slight correction here, then up, then from here, from around this area, we can have a drop, or this correction can be a little bigger correction like this, then we can get this drop all the way down to around this area. That is what we're expecting for USDJPY, a down wave right from here all the way down to this area here. Then after we get this movement complete, we can be updating you on what's the next move. But as of now, you can just focus as of now, you can just focus on this drop here. This is GBPCHF. For GBPCHF this previous week, we said from around this area here, we'll be expecting a down move here, a down move like this, all the way down to around this area, breaking this previous low here. Now that is what we focused at, and as you can see, during the week we got an impulse, a sharp move down, then we got this movement up to the opposite of this down move here. Now this next week, there's a likely chance that we can get a corrective structure here like this. We can get price moving like this, then we can get this drop here. It's a possible move. We can get this drop here all the way down to around this area, and if we get this drop, we should be looking for an up move from around this area here. That is what we're expecting on GBPCHF. That is what we are expecting based on structure. We have USDCHF on this chart. USDCHF, we focus at this impulse move here. We say that we're expecting an impulse move, and then we also say that we are expecting structure to move like this, and we get a drop here, which is which then will be a corrective structure, So as you can start seeing that we got price moving like this, then now we're getting a drop just as we had forecasted. So from here we can start having another small corrective structure, then a drop. Then from here we can start looking for our buy opportunity. Now remember, we have different kinds of corrections in our inner circle. We cover different types of corrections, so based on what we are getting here, this current structure, this can be we can just get a basic corrective structure, which from here we can just get an up move all the way up to around this area here, even just after we've gotten this just basic corrective structure. Or we can get an advancing correction where we get a drop, or even from here we can have another corrective structure, then a small down move, then price may move up after we get this bigger corrective structure here. Now that is what we have on USDCHF. we're expecting a corrective structure, either a small one or a bigger one, then price can start continuing up. On this chart we have AUDJPY. For AUDJPY this previous week we had price around this area here, and then we say that we're expecting price to complete its corrective structure. Then after we get this corrective structure completing, we say that we'll be expecting a drop here to around this area. That is what we forecasted on AUDJPY. Now as you can see, after we got this corrective structure here, we got price moving all the way down, even breaking beyond the level which we forecasted to. Now right around this area we're starting to get an up move. After this down move, this down impulse move is completed, we're starting to get this movement to the opposite side. Now from here what you can expect is a corrective structure. You can expect something like this, then price can move up to around this area here. That is what you can expect on AUDJPY. So if you are looking forward to taking a trade on AUDJPY, you should only be looking forward for a buy opportunity, just a small buy after we get this corrective structure completing all the way up to around this area. Then from here we can be assessing what's next. After we get this corrective structure, then up move, we can be assessing what's next. From here we can get another corrective structure and then another up move, or from here we can have this down move like this. But as of now, what you can start focusing on is a corrective structure, then this up move. This is what you should base your focus on, up to around this area here. That is on AUDJPY. Now this is EURAUD. Now for EURAUD, we focused at this drop from here. We said we're expecting a drop here to break this previous low and this previous low. Feel free to check our previous focus. And then this past week we had price around this area. We had price right around this area, and we say that we can get a slight corrective structure, then we can get price continuing down up to this area. That is what we talked about. And after we got this movement completing, immediately we got a reversal to the other side like this. That is on EURAUD. AUDZD here. If you watched our previous focus, you know that we focused on an up move, an up wave right around this area. We said that we're expecting a wave up on AUDZD. Now you can see that there's a very choppy pair. It's very choppy. There's a lot of spikes here, so make sure to be careful when you are trading this. We're still expecting this up wave even after we got this one last down move. Even after we got this one last down move, this is not a surprise, because structure is still showing that we're still expecting this up wave here. Structure is still intact. So what we're expecting here, we might get a slight corrective structure here, then push up, or we might get a pullback, a deeper pullback here, then push up. So that is what we're expecting on AUDZD. We're still expecting this wave up. So if you find an opportunity to find a good entry here, this is a good pair to be looking forward to trading. Just be careful of the spikes while you are looking for entry on AUDZD. Now let's move on to the next pair. This is USDCAD. For USDCAD this previous week, you all know that we focused to have an up move all the way up to around this area, but how this up move, we were expecting it to come only after we get a corrective structure here, then a small drop. Then we say that after we get this drop, this is when we'll be looking forward to getting this up move only from this level here. Now during the week, price decided to just move all the way up like this from here instead of giving us this drop, so we decided to just ignore this up move all the way up to around this area. Now on USDCAD, the structure that you can start looking for right now, based on what is happening currently, you can start looking forward to getting a corrective structure here, then we can get a drop. Now from here, after we get this drop, there's two things that can happen. The first, we can have an up move like this to around this area. the second thing that can take place from here, we can have a drop. We can have a drop like this, breaking this previous low and breaking this previous low. Then we have this up move here like this. That is what we are having when we break structure. We're expecting to get a corrective structure, then a down move here, and this down move can continue all the way down, or it can give this up move to around this level here, That is what we are expecting on USDCAD. So during the week, if you manage to get a correction here, you can be looking forward for an entry down. Now from around this area, you can assess structure. You can start looking for a corrective structure. Then from around this area, you can start looking for a corrective structure, then trade the sell. Then from around this area, you can assess structure if price would move up or if price would move down. If price shows signs of continuation down, you can be selling all the way down, breaking previous lows. Then you can find your exit around this area here. Now if price gives a sign of a reversal here, you can be exiting from this sell, and then you can start looking forward for a buy opportunity all the way up, breaking previous high. That's on USDCAD. This is GBPJPY. Now for GBPJPY, you all know that after we got this up move here, we focused at a corrective structure here to move like this up to around this area. We say that we're gonna expect a corrective structure, then down, and that is exactly what we got. But price decided to just go deeper than our forecasted level here. Now what this means in wave analysis, it means that from here, after we got this impulse move, we can expect a corrective structure, then price can start moving up like this, up, and potentially breaking this previous high. That is what we can expect. Now this corrective structure can just be a small corrective structure, or it can just be a bigger corrective structure like this. Then we get this up move. This up move now is expected to break this previous high slightly. Now after we get this up move here, you can start expecting to get a drop, but that's later after we get this up move breaking this previous high. Now that's what we have on GBPJPY. Now this is NZDCAD, and previously on NZDCAD we say that there's a chance that we might get a drop here, a drop, then we get an impulse move up, then we say that we can get a corrective structure, then price may move up like this. Now this is a movement that we focused on NZDCAD this previous week. Now since we already got this impulse move and we're starting to get what looks like a corrective structure here, we can have another small corrective structure, then a down move here like this up to around this area. Now after we get this down move, you can start expecting an up move up to around this area, slightly breaking this previous high, just a small up move like this. Now from here, after we get this up move, we can be giving you an update on what's next.